This is the time and place for a city commission meeting in Huron, South Dakota on Monday, May 16th, 2022. Roll call, please.
Smith.
Here.
Weinreich.
Here.
Wright.
Here.
Robish.
Present.
Mayor Harrington.
Here. Join me in the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Do we have any additions or deletions or corrections to the agenda? I know we have a couple that I can name out, so I'll start off with ours. I'm going to call Nathan Hofer to come up and explain what his addition to our agenda is.
So what this is requesting approval for Jason Brenner to be added as one of our certified CDL instructors. He's already been approved by the Federal Motor Carriers Association, and the reason we're expediting this today is we had a guy go through our CDL program, went well, but we need to get him some driving time, and with the tree project going on right now, there's a lot of wheel time to be had, hauling trees and stuff, so just recommend approval of Jason to be added to that list. So that's a consent addition.
Yes. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
And your other addition.
Yeah, with that, we have another addition. It's going to be 5.5, and that's going to be event center screen and project. Projectors, okay, and projectors, okay. And we're adding that to 5.5.
Motion to approve the agenda with the two amendments.
Okay, motion by Commissioner Weinrich to approve,
Second.
and second by Commissioner Rovers. All those in favor, have a roll call vote, please.
Smith.
Aye.
Weinreich.
Aye.
Wright.
Aye.
Robish.
Aye.
Mayor Harrington.
Aye. Okay. Public forum. Public comments may be sent during a live meeting broadcast on the city's YouTube channel. The link is listed on the city's website at www.huronsd.com/citygovernment. In order to use the YouTube chat feature, please create an account with your YouTube and Gmail, or use the existing accounts. Please state your name and address for the record. Public forum is limited to a maximum of 3 minutes per person. And Nathan Hofer, our HR director, is sitting on the computer in the back tonight, so if there's any calls coming in on that, we'll try to answer your questions tonight as possible. Public forum, do we have any? Commissioner Weinrich, you do.
Thank you. So just a release after the storm we had last week and an update of kind of where we're sitting at. City's street crews started right away Monday morning, removing the trees from the boulevards in the southwest side of Huron. They will then move on to the southeast side of town, then on to the north side and ending west of Lincoln Avenue. I would like to remind citizens that if they are able to, please utilize the temporary tree disposal site in the west parking lot of Splash Central, or you can use your green lawn container as well. The temporary location will be open until Sunday, May 22nd. And then reminder, no garbage of any sort, tree branches and limbs only. And then a few other reminders, if you have large trees, please have the root ball removed from the ground before the city crews will pick up. City crews are picking up large trees and limbs. They will not be raking or cleaning citizens' yards. If you have large trucks and trailers full of trees, please utilize the regular dump site at the former Dakota Pork location. We appreciate everyone's patience and support as we get the city cleaned up after the storm we had last week. Thank you.
I got it. Can I add one thing, Drew?
Please.
So it's on the south side, the old drop-off site on that gravel parking lot, not on the concrete area. So, and we have a large pile of trees that they should be able to see, so that way them bigger trucks can pull in there with the side dumps and dump.
Thank you.
Okay. Very good, thanks, Dale.
One more follow-up, just since we're just into it, if I could, Mr. Mayor, too. On
Sure.
On the green bins, just a reminder, as of May, we are now picking up on the same day as the trash and recycling, so anybody that was wanting to fill those green bins up with sticks, make sure they go up the same days.
Well, since we're adding into this, I'm gonna add into it, I appreciate how much you did with, you and, Bob, or as a public works commissioner, I thought you stepped up to the plate real well, appreciate it. Another comment, from Commissioner Smith.
Different topic.
Okay.
With upcoming graduations, high school, university, I know some of those have happened already, but just want to congratulate all the graduates this year. And I had the opportunity to represent a staff person that works for our business, and she was involved in the 2022 Leadership Huron group. Crystal Hofer is who that was. And I was lucky enough to go to the graduation ceremony on Thursday prior to the storm. We got out of there just in time. And this was a group of 20 graduates that went through the Leadership Huron course. And I believe that course has been going on for well over 25 years. And it was just real inspiring to see a group of people, young and old, if you would, that went through that course, and they all thoroughly enjoyed it. It brought them together as a collaborative group of leaders. And their fundraising efforts this year went to the dialysis unit at the hospital. So congratulations to all the graduates from Leadership Huron, as well as high school, college, and university.
Thanks, Brian, well said, well said.
I would have one more thing, Mayor.
You're never gonna get out of here.
Yeah, you know.
Come on up.
Well, I just wanted to, about the storm, the tornado sirens, some people are saying they didn't hear them, and some people are wondering if they actually went off. They did actually go off. We had one on the southeast side of town, pretty much where the heart of the hit came, and it failed after it started, but then it failed because of the storm. It got hit by the storm, basically, and that is getting fixed now. And so, as much noise as was going on, that's why some were not heard and whatever, so we are getting that taken care of. So, we will have it up and going before the next one.
All right, good, because we have been getting some calls on that, which
Yes.
understandably we should be getting calls on that. All right, thanks, Mark. I have one personal one, I guess. Everybody in the room, every once in a while has this day. We all hope we have this day. We have somebody with a birthday today, believe it or not, in this room. Geez, I wonder if our city attorney, Tucker Valesky, has a birthday today. And I'm so glad he showed up for the meeting tonight instead of skipping us. But congratulations on your birthday, big guy.
Thank you, man, I appreciate that.
All right, good to go.
Are you gonna sing?
Pardon?
Are you gonna sing for me?
No, I told the person that told me about that, we would not sing. And,
Thank you.
yeah, and he did thank me. Okay, let's go into the consent agenda. Matters appearing on the consent agenda are expected to be non-controversial and will be acted upon by the commission at one time without discussion unless a member of the commission requests an opportunity to address any given items. Items removed from the consent agenda will be discussed at the beginning of the formal items. 4.1, minutes of May 9th, 2022 City Commission. 4.2, fuel quotes for city departments. 4.3, proclamation of law enforcement torch run for Special Olympics in South Dakota, week May 16th through the 19th. 4.4, set June 6, 2022 as a public hearing to date to consider annexation petition filed by Northwestern Public Service Company for a peaking plant located at 40209 US Highway 14 East. 4.5, parade permit for a Restoration Church for the annual road race on June 25th, 2022. Yeah. 4.6, parade permit filed by the Beaver County Humane Society and Anytime Fitness for a 5K run and dog walk on July 9th, 2022. 4.7, personnel items. Hire part-time park and rec summer help effective 5/17/2022. 2, accept resignation of summer help from Park Recreation effective 5/17/2022. 3, hire part-time golf maintenance summer staff effective 5/1/2022. 4, hire part-time library summer reading staff effective 5/17/2022. 5, approve Splash Central lifeguards as water safety instructors effective 5/17/2022. 4.8, payment of the bills. 4.9 was what our Human Relations Director read, as request to approve Jason Brennan to be certified CDL trainer for the city of Huron effective 5/16/2022. I entertain a motion to accept the consent agenda.
Move to approve consent.
Second.
Commissioner Smith moved to approve. Second, Commissioner Robish, roll call vote, please.
Smith.
Aye.
Weinreich.
Aye.
Bragg.
Aye.
Robish.
Aye.
Mayor Harrington.
Aye. Moving on, bid quote items. Assistant Engineer Dennis Bennett is here tonight, and he's gonna go through these four with us, and start with number 5.1, please.
Thank you, Mayor, Commissioners. First one's a change order for the Vantage Park sewer project we did out east going to the Northwestern. It's a new plant. And this is the balance quantities for what we did and stuff like that. And this is for a net decrease of $114,056.65. I recommend approval.
Move to approve.
To approve. Commissioner Smith, need a second?
Second.
Commissioner Bragg, second. Any discussion on this item?
I have a question there, if I may.
Yes, Commissioner Smith.
So is this the last, that project is complete then, Dennis?
Yep. It's all been seeded, and some of that we didn't seed areas and didn't remove some pipe that we had for pavement, things like that, but it is done.
So it's live, Vantage
Yep.
Park?
Yep.
Good. Good job.
Thank you.
Any other questions for? Yes. Seeing none, roll call vote, please.
Smith.
Aye.
Weinreich.
Aye.
Bragg.
Aye.
Robish.
Aye.
Mayor Harrington.
Aye. 5.3, Dennis, please.
Okay, this is the
I'm
official.
sorry, 5.2.
Two, yep, okay. This is to officially wrap up Vantage Park, this final pay request. That is for $332,483. No, wait. $112,483.92. And that will be the final payment on that project, and recommend approval.
Okay. Motion to approve.
Move to approve.
Second.
Commissioner Smith, motion to approve. Commissioner Rover, second. Any questions for Dennis on this one? Seeing none, roll call vote, please.
Smith.
Aye.
Weinreich.
Aye.
Bragg.
Aye.
Robish.
Aye.
Mayor Harrington.
Aye. Now we'll move to 5.3, Dennis.
Okay, we opened the bids for the concrete replacement project. It came in at $156,296.50. We had $225,000 budgeted, but some of this concrete work has been shifted to the water main replacement project just because scheduling and to make it flow better. So we hope we're not over budget when it's all said and done, but we'll do our best not to be. But recommend approval for the.
Okay, all right. Motion to approve.
So moved. 5.3.
Commissioner Weinrich, motion approved, second, please.
Second.
Second, Commissioner Smith. Any questions on this item? Seeing none, roll call vote, please.
Smith.
Aye.
Weinreich.
Aye.
Bragg.
Aye.
Robish.
Aye.
Mayor Harrington.
Aye. 5.4, Dennis.
All right, thank you, Mayor. This is asking for approval to go to bid for a water main project. We're behind where we would like to be, but there was a lot of areas that were challenging to get done this year. So we have a budgeted amount of $1.4 million and asking for approval to go to bid.
Okay, need a motion to approve this item.
Move to approve.
Mr. Bragg, move to approve, need a second.
Second.
Mr. Weinrich, second. Any questions to Dennis on this item?
I would, Mr. Mayor.
Yes.
Just, so how does this, does this any of it tie in with some of the stuff we were doing on the ARPA money that was all water, or is this?
The funding is gonna be ARPA with this, we should be meeting that, so yes.
So this would be potentially a part of that if it's all approved?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions for Dennis on this item? Seeing none, roll call vote, please.
Smith.
Aye.
Wainwright.
Aye.
Bragg.
Aye.
Robish.
Aye.
Mayor Martin.
Aye. Okay, now we're gonna move to item 5.5, and Chad's gonna come out and talk to us about this item. Chad is our IT specialist in our office.
Good evening. So last Tuesday, we did our bid opening, 2022-20, which was the Huron Event Center audio-video upgrade project. Our award bid is to Marco for $201,435.49. We did look at the numbers after we did the budget, or after we did the bid, and we did notice that you had a shortfall of about $20,000 from our budget to what was bid. So we asked the Capital Asset Committee to approve use of some CARES funds from the event center from a flooring replacement project, and they approved that, so I'm asking for approval for the bid award and the use of the funds.
Okay. Need a motion to approve.
Move to approve.
Commissioner Smith moves to approve, second.
Second.
Second, Commissioner Weinrich. Any questions for Chad on this item?
Mayor, if I may
Yes,
explain
Commissioner
something.
Smith.
And Paul Lynn should probably back me up on this, but can you maybe tell the audience what the upgrades are, Chad, just kind
So
of in general?
what the upgrades are as a general overview, in the Dakota ballrooms, which are the new south end, there's 4 screens that are already in the walls that we're gonna reutilize, but instead of having portable projectors that are brought out every time there's an event, we're gonna get some that are more permanently mounted into the ceiling. And then in the F and G, we're adding 86-inch screens into those 2 middle south rooms, and those will all be multiplexed together. So if you have a large group, a wedding or whatever, and you have all those rooms together, your wedding photos, your business PowerPoint, instead of forcing everyone to kind of look at one screen or a couple of screens, we're going to be able to hit everything with one. So it gives a better experience for visitors. Also in the Prairie Ballrooms, we're adding 2 TVs and a permanent projector in there, doing the same thing with those. The 2 salons will get monitor upgrades instead of the whiteboards. Same way with the symposium and the boardroom.
Then, one other note, part of this funding is coming from is through the Community Foundation,
Event Center Foundation.
Event Center Foundation, so they're going to help bear some of this cost, and that was,
50,000.
So, total project,
Yeah.
total project is 201, 50 from, the Event Center, and then some of that is coming from the CARES funds that we have left over, if you would, and then original budgeted amount, so just to explain the funding source.
How much, so is this all of the CARES money that was not utilized, or?
No, this, the overage of about 20,000, if you recall, the hallway was less than what we had anticipated, and
What was the total savings on that too?
it was about half, it was about 50,000.
Thank you.
Any other questions on this item? Mr. Chad? Thanks, Chad. Roll call vote, please.
Smith.
Aye.
Weinrich.
Aye.
Bragg.
Aye.
Robish.
Aye.
Mayor Harrington.
Aye. Petitions and communications. 6.1. Pauline, I believe we have 6.1.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. These are annual malt beverage and South Dakota wine license renewals. Inspections and fire have done all the inspections. There was no issues. They recommend approval. We received no comments on any of them, so we recommend approval of the renewals.
Okay, a motion to approve.
Move to approve.
Mr. Bragg moves to approve. Second.
Second.
Second, Commissioner Smith. Any questions on this item? Seeing none, roll call vote, please.
Smith.
Aye.
Weinrich.
Aye.
Bragg.
Aye.
Robish.
Aye.
Mayor Harrington.
Aye. 6.2. And Barry's not here. But what 6.2 is to consider approval of a plat filed by the Ravine Lake Heights Development LLC for lots 11A and 12A of Lake Heights Addition. The City Planning Commission memo. Ravine Lake, wow, Ravine Lake Heights Development LLC, Danny Holford, present for plat approval of Lake Heights Additions Lot 11A and 12A, and replat of Track 1 of Lake Heights Addition, and replat of lots 11 and 12, Block 3, Lake Heights Addition in W2 of Section 331, T11, T111N, R6, 1W of the 5th PM, City of Huron, Beetle County, South Dakota, in an area zone R1, one family residential district. This is just a cleanup plat, recommend approval. And I need a motion.
I move to approve it.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second, motion approved by Commissioner Smith, second by Commissioner Bragg. I'm chuckling, I see why he wasn't here today, I had to read all the numbers. Any discussion on this item?
Can maybe Danny
Danny,
explain to
explain.
us what exactly is happening?
Okay? Danny, will you come up and explain what
Sure.
exactly happened?
Yeah, Danny Hofer, 730 Beach, and that's my development up there. All we're doing is trying to clean up things a little bit, making those two lots bigger. We did the same thing on East Circle Drive, added the dead space to the lots, and what that makes it so we don't have to give these people easements to come off of Kansas. They'll own the property up to Kansas. Second thing it'll do is it'll make them responsible for the maintenance of that, and the third thing it'll do is make me not responsible for the taxes. And so it's kind of a win-win-win all around.
Did Planning Commission have any questions for you on this?
No, they just thought it was a good idea.
The minutes don't show any discussion.
All right, yes.
So just for, I mean, this makes good sense. Historically, why did you do that little strip of land to start with?
You know, you'd have to ask Merle Lewis and Greg Shellbecker. It's that way all the way along Kansas, and I have no idea earthly idea why they did that whatsoever. There must have been some reason, but I don't know what it was. And so we've been, for 20 years now, maintaining that and mowing it and picking people's garbage out of there, because it's a very popular garbage dump site. Everything from mattresses to personal hygiene things and pop bottles and beer bottles and so forth. And a good deal for the landowner. They just got another, I don't know, several hundred, thousand square feet of property, when they buy it at no additional charge. And once again, don't have to go through that easement deal for them to access from Kansas. And on the circle, on the front side of on the outside of the circle, the front side of the lots are pretty small, so it would make sense to build your house, have your garage come in from Kansas rather than from the circle. And earlier, that wouldn't have been a wise thing because Kansas was gravel. But since the state highway deal and we got a free pavement job, it makes sense that they would come off of Kansas. And I plan on, the lady that owns 13, I have not talked to her yet, but I plan on giving her that land there too. It's cheaper for me to pay $400 to Randy Hoshai to have that paperwork done and then never have to pay more taxes on it. Plus, at some point in time, I'd like to be done with this development, so I don't have to do the mowing.
All right, any more questions for Danny? All right, thanks, Danny.
Okay.
Appreciate it. All right, seeing no more questions, roll call vote, please.
Smith.
Aye.
Weinrich.
Aye.
Craig.
Aye.
Robish.
Aye.
Mayor Harrington.
Aye. Okay, thank you, Danny. Moving on to ordinance and resolution 7.1. I'd like to have the police chief come up and explain to us what this is about.
Thank you, Mayor. What this is basically we're adding a second SRO, or attempting to. For probably the last 10 years, police departments have a traffic position assigned, but it's not bid to a shift. What we're gonna do is convert that traffic position, instead of being out writing tickets, add them to the school district so we can make it safer in the schools. Our current SRO is running from the time she starts in the morning until the time she's done, her phone doesn't stop ringing. It also cuts part of the cost to the city for that traffic position, as the schools agreed to pay $25,000, it's $25,581.38 for the 2022-2023 school year. A couple of other changes we made in the contract that we had before, though, is if the school district for any reason does not have school, they're still obligated to pay the fees to the city. We had that before where it said for COVID, we changed that to for any reason if they don't have school. The other one was is they're gonna pay our cost of living increase. So if the commission gives a 4% cost of living, then the school district will pay that cost of living to the city, where before it was set at 3%. So what I'm asking is just to get the commission to approve this, and we'll start with the second SRO at the beginning of next school year.
Okay. Need a motion to approve?
Move to approve resolution 2022-10.
All right, Commissioner Robish moves to approve. Need a second?
Second.
Second, Commissioner Weinrich. Any discussion with Kevin on this item?
So in the summer, one question.
Yes.
In the summer, do they not, they don't do anything for the
I
schools?
assign them to a set shift during the summertime, so they'll go back to being a patrol officer. Another part of that is anytime during the school year, if we need to call them out for a shift shortage or anything else, that's part of the contract that we can pull them out and utilize them on the street if we need it. Like the storm the other night where Stephanie was out working the street.
Any other discussion on this item?
I saw there was a mention in there about possibly using the K-9. Is that just keeping that open in the contract as a possibility?
Correct. It was just so that if the K-9 officer was a patrol officer, they could be a school officer, but currently our K-9 officer is a sergeant, so he's bid to a shift. But it's just to allow them to do it if that was an opportunity for them.
Perfect, thank you.
Okay, good to go. All right, roll call vote, please.
Smith.
Aye.
Weinrich.
Aye.
Craig.
Aye.
Robish.
Aye.
Mayor Harrington.
Aye. That'll bring a close to our meeting tonight. We are going to have a work session on the solid waste department and workforce. So with that,